Yo, what's good guys? I hope you're doing well. I told you 2023 I'd start making more videos, so here we are, another video. Today I'm going to show you 5 quick tips that I use every single time I make beats to help me make beats quicker and how to keep my shit organized. If you guys like these type of videos, make sure you let me know in the comment section below and I'll keep on posting more. Alright, but let's not waste any more time, let's get right into it. Alright, so before you even open up FL Studio, you should have a good folder structure. So let me pull this up real quick. So you don't have to follow me with this exact layout, but this is how I lay out all my beats. I'll have the year and then I'll have the month that I make the beat, and inside I'll have each individual project folder. And in these folders I'll have the FLP, the WAV file, and the MP3 file that I've exported from the project. So what I'd suggest you do is you have a folder with all your FL projects with the months and then the individual projects inside. This helps you keep your files organized and it makes it so much more easier when you're looking for your own loops down the road. Alright, so if you have a good folder structure, we can move on to the next step, and that's actually opening up FL Studio. This one's a pretty big one to help you make beats a lot quicker. You want to start with a template. It doesn't have to be my template, doesn't have to be someone else's template. You can customize your own templates. But here, let me show you. So if I click on new project, every single time I open FL Studio, this is how it'll look for me. So I have all my melody synths already sent to one bus, and I have all my drums sent to a bus. I also have stuff for my producer tag and any effects that I add. And I also have my preview track and metronome on its own track. It kind of makes it easier when I'm previewing any sounds. If you guys want this template, by the way, feel free to download it. It is in my Discord, and I'll be posting an updated one shortly. Now, having a default template makes it so much more easier because you already have your hi-hats, snares, claps, perks, kicks already routed to channels, and even on my 808 I have a limiter pre-added. And also here's a cool little feature that I added in mine. If you click on this little alt tab, you can also sort your drums and melodies so that you have it more organized in your channel rack. Another cool thing about having a default template is if you click on this little bubble at the top, it takes you to the project info tab. You can preload your name in here, so anytime you export an MP3 or WAV from this project, it'll already have your tag saved as the artist. This makes it a lot easier down the road when you're trying to send out your loops. This will automatically add your producer tag to it. If you want to change your default template, what you can do is you can go to options, general settings, scroll down to the bottom here, and where it says default template, you can select the project you want. If you don't see the template that you want in the drop down here, you have to make sure you go to this location, and you have to make sure you save that template into this folder right here. So here's where I save all my templates so I can quickly change it. Then once you change this, every time you make a new project, it'll automatically open with that template. Alright, tip number 3 is to make sure you favorite all your sounds in FL Studio. This can be in the VSTs or it can be in your drum kits. So if I go to my drum kits, for example, and I go to my homie Sicky's drum kit, let's say I find an 808 I really like. If I favorite this and I know I use it frequently, I can just go to this little star at the top and it'll pop up down here. So now whenever I'm making beats, I can actually quickly load this up with a bunch of sounds that I really like, and that way I can quickly access them so I know what already sounds good. You can also do this inside of some plugins. So for example, if I'm in Analog Labs, I go to like keys, I can click this little heart and it'll save it as a preset. And then I can click on this little heart at the top and it'll organize all my favorited stuff. So make sure you guys favorite your favorite sounds. So when you're making beats, you can quickly access them and you already know it sounds good. Alright, tip number 4, this one kind of ties into using a default template, is have your mix and master channel ready to go. You don't have to have the same mixing template on every single project. What you can do is you can right click, click file, and then you can load in one of your mixing templates. If you're making different genres of music, this might be helpful for different sounds that you're trying to accomplish. But not even for your master channel, but for example, you can have one for your drum room, your melody send, or even for your mic. Alright, and the last thing for making beats very easily and to send them out is to make sure you export them as a WAV file and an MP3 file. A lot of producers now are using Discord to send files, but you can't send files larger than 8 megabytes. So what you have to do is you have to send an MP3 instead of a WAV file. It may not sound as good, but if you're sending it over Discord to someone, it's a quick way for them to give it a listen. Then later down the road, you can export it as a WAV if they like the file, and that way they have the full quality. Here's a shortcut to save the file as a WAV file. You click Ctrl R, save it as what you want, and WAV is already selected. If you just want to quickly export something as an MP3, you click Ctrl Shift R. This will pop up and you can hit save. And the same thing here, but this time it's MP3. And you'll also notice that when I save stuff, it's automatically saving to wherever the project is saved to. So because we set up that folder structure from step 1, we'll know instantly where to go for this MP3 file. Let me know if these tips helped you guys. Is there something that I missed out on that you use frequently that I didn't even acknowledge? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys do like the template, definitely check out my Discord. I posted it there, and I will be posting an updated version in the future. Alright, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. But I'm PJ, and I'll see you next time. Peace.